Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be checking out the official case lineup for the Galaxy S24 FE. These cases are all available at the time of this video. I'll have some links in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. The prices range from $30 to $45. Starting with the silicone case, this one comes in at $30 and comes in 5 different colors. We have black, gray, mint, yellow, and this blue color here. Inside these boxes, you'll get some packaging, the case itself, and a ridiculous amount of paperwork. Inside this one, we have a hard plastic finish, and there's also some speckles in here. I thought this was dust or dirt, but it's part of this being post-consumer recycled case. Taking a look at the case with the phone on, really like the look of this one. Been using it for a couple hours here. Has a very nice feel in the hands. Have a little bit of extra protection here for the cameras on the back. Also have plenty of lip protection here to keep this phone protected when putting it face down. On the side, we just have some silicone buttons to go with the silicone case, have access to our 2 mics here and our bottom firing speaker, and cutouts look good for our other 2 mics on the top. Let's go ahead and check out the Type-C port, my oversized Type-C charger, see if that works. Yep, that still works fine. Now I was also curious if I could fit my gaming controllers in with this case on. So on the smaller one, I can put it into the Type-C port, but it does not fully connect. But if you have something bigger like this GameSir controller, you can see that I can plug this one on and use the controller perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and check our wireless charge. Wireless charging works perfectly fine with this case. And overall, I'm pretty impressed with just what's a basic silicone case, but has a nice look, has a nice feel, doesn't make the phone too much bulkier. Really like the blue color. Definitely impressed initially here with the silicone case. Next up, we have the wallet case. This one comes in at $40 and comes in 4 different colors. We have blue, gray, mint, and this black color here. This one is made of a softer touch plastic, and then we have some microfiber on the inside here. Let's go ahead and install our phone. Goes in really easily. And then of course we have our little cover screen here with our battery, time, and date. We have a little slit at the top so you don't have to open this up to take your phone calls. So if you get a call here, I'm just blocking my number there with my finger, but you can see you can answer the call or reject the call, so I can go ahead and answer it. And then I can just go ahead and take the call straight from this display here. And then once you're done, just go ahead and end the call. Also, if you have any notifications, they'll just come up here to this little dot, and you can check notifications from this little screen as well. So you can see here's that text message. I can go ahead and tap that. It's just going to say notification. You will have to go ahead and open it and then just open the cover. Yep, so then it just went ahead and took me straight there. And it looks like you can't get rid of the notification from this outer cover screen. You're going to have to go into the phone then and take care of it. Now, if you just have your phone sitting around and get a notification, it's going to show the app where it came from. And if you happen to already have this on, when something comes in, you'll just see it comes in there with a nice little animation at the top. It would be nice to read text from this, since this is a similar size to some of Samsung's wearables where you could just go ahead and check it, but you have to open up the phone. And then there's also media controls from this. So you're able to play and pause your tracks. And then you can also go next. Hello everyone, my name is Shane. And then you can also reverse back to what you just were at. So nice little functionality here on this outer display. As far as the materials on this one, I would say it's like a plasticky leather sort of case. It has somewhat of a leather feel, but just a nice soft plastic touch feel to it. But as soon as you open it up, it's going to take you right into your phone with the face recognition. This phone has very fast face recognition, so just gets you in right away every time. Very satisfying. You just open this up, and then you're just right into the phone. And then once you have the phone unlocked, it is worth mentioning, if you don't hit that lock button, it seems like you can just open and close this over and over again, and you'll just be able to get into the phone without any biometrics. So you can see now, if I go ahead and hit the lock button this time, close it, reopen it, then you're going to have your biometrics set back up. Of course, we also have the card slot on the inside here. So inside here, we have room for just one card. You can see it kind of goes into place here. There's a little indentation for that card to fit. So with one card in here, this might become a little more lopsided and heavier. And especially if you're going to put 2 cards into here, then this front flap will just become even more lopsided and just sticks out and might stretch out this spot. So it's really just designed for one card. Taking a look at our cutouts, have our 2 mics on top here. Looks pretty good. Same goes for the mics on the bottom and our bottom firing speaker. Let's go ahead and check this Type-C port. So I'll take my oversized Type-C charger. Looks like it fits in there perfectly fine. We'll also have charging notifications here on this little cover screen, even the super fast charging. Let's go ahead and check the wireless charge. That popped up right away. You can see you have our fast wireless charging and our time until full in the battery capacity. We have some soft touch plastic buttons to match this case siding. And there's just a little bit of extra case here for your cameras. Looks like the cameras are going to be protected perfectly fine. On the back, we have a little bit of Samsung branding, but initially really liking this wallet case because this has a really nice feel in the hand. Again, it's not overly bulky. Of course, we have the front flap aspect to it. I like the functionality of the outer screen and just quickly getting into that inner display. Really liking the wallet case initially here. Next up, we have the Flipsuit Case. This one comes in at $40, and there's two designs currently on Samsung's website, this yellow one, and then this red DJ one. Inside the box, we have the two parts of our case. We have the back plate that'll just go on the back here, and it's going to give us a design on the front we'll check out in a second, and then we have our border case to go with this. And I'm going to answer this question now since I get it asked all the time. You cannot take this back plate, put it onto any case, and then get the functionality of this. It's just not going to fit and work. There's specific brackets in this border case that it comes with that it kind of just falls into place, and you can tell that it is just sitting at the right spot. But let's go ahead, install the Flipsuit Case. So that clips on really easily. Now that we have this on the phone, we'll check this out in a second. You'll see downloading Flipsuit Case content. So it's going to immediately give you a different layout here. So Flipsuit Case content applied. Now, if we go back to our lock screen, you'll see here now that we have the same design that was on the front. So this is pretty cool. Just have a little DJ guy here. And every time you turn on the phone, it's going to have these little animations and things. Now, this doesn't have the same interactive element as the Flip 6 did, where you could tap things and the stuff would move around on the screen and things. You're just going to have the simple animation here. Taking a look at the actual case now, on the back, we have a bit of a matte finish on this plate. So it gives it a nice look and feel, in my opinion. On the sides here, we have a translucent finish with some plastic white volume rocker and power buttons. Everything looks good here for the cutouts, for the cameras, and flash module with this plate on the back. Now, it's worth mentioning that the protection here is going to be coming from the edge case here, not from the plate itself. So you can see you definitely still have plenty of camera protection here. And then on the front side, similar to the other official Samsung cases, we definitely have some lip on the front here. So phone will be plenty protected in this. Cutouts for the top mics look good. On the bottom here, speaker cutout looks good, and we have room for our two mics again. Let's check our Type-C port. Now, it is worth mentioning with this one, we have a harder case, so I was not able to fit my oversized Type-C plug in this. You see, I can't really quite fit it in there. Now, obviously, standard chargers are going to be fine, but if you have something oversized like this one, it might not be able to fit in this. And if I plug this one into my gaming controller, you can see there's just too much border for it to connect with the Type-C port. I don't have connection here. So if you want to keep this case on at all times, I would recommend getting a Bluetooth controller. Now, as far as being in the phone, you're not going to have any of these graphics or different sort of wallpaper or anything. Your phone is going to be as it was before. It's just when you're out on that lock screen, you're going to have this cool design. Check our wireless charge. Wireless charging works fine, even with this backplate on. And this one does have a little bit of a thicker feel in the hand, but gives a lot of peace of mind. Feels like it has a lot of good protection on this one. So it's nice to have some extra protection and some cool design here with the Flipsuit Case. Last but not least, we have the standing grip case. This one comes in at $45 and comes in 3 different colors. We have yellow, blue, black, and this gray color here. This one feels very similar to the silicone case. Of course, we now just have this strap functionality on the back. So you just go ahead, push this down. You can hear the lock when it goes into place. So it just goes ahead, locks in, lets you know that it's clicked in. And this is a great stand here for this phone. Since this is a silicone case, it's going to grip really well to the table. I don't see this sliding around much. You can see here in my initial testing, just pressing against it seems to stay in place pretty well. And once you're done, just go ahead, get it out of that clicked position, and it'll just go flush back with the phone. Now, when this is back into the case, you can see it doesn't stick out all too much. You can feel it with your fingers a little bit, but it's just so nice to quickly strap this, click it, and just prop this up somewhere and watch some content or play some games. And this does not quite fit into my Type-C controller. I think just the flap on the back here could be getting in the way of misaligning the phone a little bit in that controller. And then, of course, you have the grip functionality as well. So you just bring this down a little bit. You don't lock it the whole way. You just put a few fingers through like this, and you have a really good grip here now. You can put as many fingers through as you want to, since this grip will just retract back towards the top. So you have a really solid grip here no matter how many fingers you run through the case. And then once you're done, it'll just automatically go back into place for you. So really nice. Checking our cutouts at the top, look perfectly fine. On the bottom here, have access to our mics again and the bottom firing speaker. This fits our oversized Type-C plug. It might flex on the case a little bit, but fits fine. Checking our wireless charge with this flap on the back. Wireless charging still works perfectly fine. Looks like there's no extra casing for the cameras here, but it looks like there's plenty of protection for those. And as far as lip on the front, definitely have plenty of lip here. It actually has some engraved Samsung branding on the corner of this case as well. A nice look and feel. This one does stick to your pockets a little bit with that silicone finish. But overall, really liking all of these official case options for the S24 FE. Usually Samsung's official cases and accessories can be pretty pricey, but these are actually pretty decently priced. I think you're definitely getting the most value out of the standing grip case at $45, having that stand functionality along with it and a lot of good protection and good feel. But I would say the Flipsuit case is definitely the best looking one by far. Really like this red color alongside the phone. A lot of good functionality with the wallet case and nothing wrong at all with the silicone case. But I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on these down in the comments below. I'll have links to everything down there as well. And be sure to stay tuned for my upcoming review on the S24 FE. Take care.